time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to plank. Hey!
Hey everyone, welcome to Power Hour Live. Excuse me. Today is Wednesday, November 19th. S&P's up 25 points. NASDAQ is up 138. The Russell is barely green. It's up 3 points. Dow is up 5. So NASDAQ the strongest, up a little over 0.5%. Gold is up 1/3%. Silver is up 1. Notes and bonds and yields all pretty flat. Oil's down almost 2.5%. Natural gas is up 4.5%. All the grains finished over 1.5% red. Euro and the pound are both down about 0.5%. And Bitcoin down another 4%. 88,000. The hodlers are hurting right now. VIX is down a little over 5%, currently at 23.36. As far as my trades today, my BICs are getting, I think, maybe my worst BIC day of the year, or ever. Probably ever. Down 66. I'm actually down a little under 6,000 after selling some longs, but that's a pretty hefty red day for the size that I do. Day trading. I still have a runner on in AVGO, so that one's not closed yet. That one's going to be green. Took a loss this morning at pre-market highs in Bitcoin. CoreWeave was kind of I just closed out of it because the bid-ask spreads were too wide, but scratched out a little profit. Like I said, AVGO, that'll be a green one. And then Google was a swing trade. Closed that out today. I just put that on yesterday for a little over, closed that out for about 1,200.
Order partially filled.
76% profit on that one overnight. 1 DTE. I didn't do one today because of the contraction plus NVIDIA earnings after the bell, but I held my one from yesterday overnight and ended up booking almost max profit. It was about a $1,300 winner. And what else? I've got an Apple swing trade on still that needs some momentum to the upside here in the next week. Getting some momentum right now. No calendars today. Oh, I did 2 Omos. One was a loss and one was a win. One got stopped and one hit profit target. Things are moving. AVGO, I've just got one runner left. I'm just going to kind of hold that, see where this thing goes.
Just keeping an eye on the S&P 500, just seeing movement towards the upside. No headlines to back up the movement.
Voice news
Don't
disconnected.
need your voice on right now, Mr. Financial Juice. I don't know. I think we did pretty good in Google, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I went a couple bucks higher, but can never catch the exact top and bottom. Got out at 300. It went up to 304.25. So it could have scratched out a little bit more, but then it fell pretty hard. Still not recovering like some of these others. Netflix finally bouncing. It's been one of the weakest. Meta has been really weak. Microsoft. Amazon was really weak early, and then it's back in the green. NVIDIA, creeping while you're sleeping before earnings. I was listening to a podcast about repo companies, like companies that come and repossess your cars if you don't make your car payment. And one of the repo companies on their back windshield of all their tow trucks. It said "creeping while you're sleeping." They basically go out at night and repossess cars. I mean, we had a squeeze right out of the gate. Then the world was coming to an end. We were crashing. Then we had a little bit of a reversal that just kind of chopped around, and now we're squeezing again. Interesting markets. Interesting days we live in these days, kids. Interesting days. Bitcoin is not really participating. Little tiny bounce off the lows. Yeah, I don't know. Somehow got lucky on my BIC yesterday. I remember what I did. So I was trying to do a manual entry, and I kept hitting the button yesterday, and it wouldn't do anything. So I closed IB, and then I closed TAT, and then I opened it and tried again, and it worked. And then I wasn't paying attention, but I had an extra put spread in there, and somehow I guess it didn't have a stop tied into it because I shut down the platform. I don't know what happened. It could have been bad, but ended up working out in my favor. Well, because I was like, okay, I had 4 double stops and 3 pins, and I had made like $1,700, and so I didn't really think about it too much. But after the fact, I was like, it's kind of odd. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I get unlucky enough. It's okay to have a little luck on your side every once in a while. Climb time. S&P and NASDAQ heading towards yesterday's highs here. So much for a nice, quiet day leading up to NVIDIA earnings. I mean, the S&P it kind of looks just like SMH, and the chips are driving this thing. The chips are a driving. Just to warn everybody before you look at a Bosch's profile, it's going to scare you. Don't get startled. All right, what are we going to do, S&P? A little pause here. Let's see what we got going on here. We've got still 20 plus wide Elmo. Maybe I'll have to watch the movie, Bosch, then I'll know. Then looks a little scary, though. Creepy. Not scary. Creepy. right, so AV Go still hanging around 354, not quite up to highs of day. I mean, might as well hold out for highs of day here. If I get to highs of day, I'll close my last one. Don't let me sway your profile pick, Kabosh. If you like the creepy guy, you keep the creepy guy. TSM pushing now a little bit. Goldman Sachs at highs of day. Robinhood making a run. Bitcoin with its biggest bounce of the day. We did have FOMC minutes released today. That didn't really do anything, which it normally doesn't. Tomorrow, tonight and tomorrow are kind of the big events of the week. NVIDIA earnings after the bell, and then pre-market tomorrow, NFP employment data. Friday has PMI 15 minutes after the market opens. Let's check out the old NVIDIA. I mean, I'm going bullish. I don't know what there is to even look at, but last earnings, it really did nothing and then kind of trailed down for a little bit before pushing up to new all-time highs. Been kind of selling off into earnings here, except for today. NVIDIA's got a 13-point expected move. So that would put us right at about 200. Bitcoin's still bouncing. little something like that. Keep an eye on AVGO here. TSM not far from highs. I mean, that AVGO trade was a little painful. I sat through all this chop right here, but the patience paid off today. Trying to get filled on NVIDIA at $1.34. Let's try $1.36. Filled at $1.36. Oh, whoops, I misspelled NVIDIA. NVIDIA, not to be confused with NDVA. NVDA. There we go. Other potential earnings are PANW, Palo Alto Networks, and then Walmart tomorrow morning. Not that I'm going to trade it, but PANW. Haven't traded that in a while. Options are at the money, about 25 cents wide on a $200 stock. Decent open interest, so yeah, it's tradable. Hit an all-time high of 223 back on October 28th. Back down around 200. Walmart just got a new CEO last week. Hit a high of 109.58, currently back to right at 100. Got about 25 minutes till the bell. My AVGO runner is now in the money. Walmart wants to charge customers $2 for cashier checkout. Interesting. So if you want someone else ringing your stuff up, you got to pay $2, huh? Otherwise, do it yourself. I mean, I'd rather do it myself. I guess it's a lot more cost effective for them too. I do know a lot of people though who, well, I shouldn't say I know a lot of people. I have heard rumors of a lot of people saying that they like checkout people. I think it's older people. JP Morgan creeping towards highs, Goldman Sachs at highs. I mean, SPX just absolutely ripped. I didn't catch any longs this morning because I couldn't get in. Never gave me a chance to enter. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up bars in a row. And then 10 down bars in a row. Just flush through the expected move area and then back down. I kind of thought I was going to the lower expected move area. No, just needed to dip into the red territory for a little bit before re-squeezing. I'm going to put in a profit target for my last runner in AVGO at $9. A little over 20 minutes until the bell. S&P taking a little pause. Where are we at here? Do we have time for Nelmo? Still about 15 wide. I think it's time for Elmo. Elmo incoming. 20 wide. S&P, little pullback. Bitcoin's little bounce is paused. Got about 8 minutes till MOC. I need an Elmo profit target before MOC. Oh, yeah. We can do that. So I have it set up as an order template in TOS. So let's say I'm doing the call side and I was doing the 6650. I would right click and do sell custom. And then I have it set up as a template here for Mahomes calls scalp. So when I pull up the order, this is what it looks like. So basically, I'm selling that at the money butterfly, and then to set this up, you would set up an at the money fly, and then you would set up the buy order, and you do it as a first triggers all. So it's TOS defaults to single order like that. But to set up that order, you'd want to change it to first triggers all. And so if I had this in here, then I could just right click and say create opposite order. So that's what you want. And then of course you got to change this. So if I'm trying to get filled at $2 to enter, and then let's say I want to scalp it for 50 cents, I would put $1.50 to close. And so first triggers all, what that means is if I get filled on this first order, then that's going to trigger this one to be an order. So I'll get filled at $2, and then I'll have this buy order in here at $1.50. So I have one of those set up for the call side, and then I have one set up for the put side. Elmo at 14%. Does that make sense? Articulate. Opt for dollar on mine. On mine buy, I do target minus 0.5. Okay, yeah, so you could do. That's probably the better way to do it. So you could do it. You could set it up and do it. Trigger. Yeah, that's the better way to do it, actually. That way it always gives you a 50% profit target instead of having to change both orders. You just have to change the entry price. Well, what the hell just happened to my Elmo? It's down 25% now. SPX dipping. 4 minutes till MOC. And it's about to get stopped. Man, that was so close. So close. Yeah, it stopped it out. I didn't even see it get to 50%. Let's see what it gives me. Yeah, it stopped it at like 40%. Well, that was fun. AVGO still hanging in there. $66.05 puts. Let's see if I have any value in those. Nope. All right, I'm going to get out of my AVGO. Filled at 772.
Voice news disconnected.
Turn on my voice here.
1 minute to go now to with the market on close imbalance data.
1 minute. Still getting a little dip. 40 butterfly is trading for cheap. 70 cents maybe.
Ten seconds. Market on close imbalance. S&P 500 buy side 216 million, Nasdaq 100 sell side 322 million, Dow 30 buy side 197 million, Mag 7 sell side 143 million.
Small buy side. 45 butterfly, still cheap. Still pretty cheap. Nvidia dipped, but it's bouncing pretty much like everything else. $45 butterfly is maybe trading for $1. It's bouncing between 70 cents and $1.15. VIX hanging out just barely where it opened, barely below where it opened, about 23.5. Yeah, these butterflies are cheap. $50 butterfly still jumping around $1. It's kind of in between strikes. Yeah, after the, as long as there's no big surprises with NVIDIA and the jobs report tomorrow morning, I bet we get a monster crush. If there's a surprise, well then, depends on how big the surprise is. Apple's dipping. Most things are bouncing. Who's we, discount? Got a mouse in your pocket? I don't expect anything from the jobs report. We the people. Amazon just went green again. Five minutes to go. SPX hanging around 66.50. The 50 butterfly is trading around still not much more than $1. It looks like maybe $1.30 or so. NVIDIA still bouncing a little bit. SPX back down to 46. TSM and AVGO bounced again. Apple coming down, pretty hot and heavy, pretty heavy looking. What was that? Oh, yeah. About 2.5 minutes. SPX at 43. It looks like you probably could have done. Oh, yeah, you did a scalp up for $1. Yeah, it looks like between the 50 and 45 strike, you could have caught some decent scalps. Krish, NVIDIA up or down? What does the crystal ball say? I'm not telling you what I did until you tell me. All right, I'm on the same side as Krish. Woo! Not sure how I feel about that. One minute to go. Is that, what is that, just a regular iron Condor? Yeah, balanced, yeah. Oh, ironfly, yeah. All right. We will find out shortly, here in the next 20, 30 minutes. Five seconds till the bell.
Order cancelled.
SPX is going to land at 6642.18. 6642.18. All right, all. Let's see what NVIDIA earnings and the jobs report brings. Tomorrow is Thursday. And I think it's Chad for the market open. Tomorrow is the 20th. Yeah, Chad will be live at the market open for day trading. Oh, and no power hour tomorrow because we've got the follow-up OPEX calendar class starting at 2 p.m. Central, 1 hour before the market closes. So I'll send out a reminder tomorrow, but that is the plan. Everybody have a good night. Talk to you soon.